Excuse me. The rooftops are pretty uniform. What I mean is, oh, there it goes. Bye-bye rooftop. That was unexpected. Don't tilt it, kiddies. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to Pick Me Up Scottie. I'm Scottie, and there's a lot going on in the world. What's going on out there? First of all, stay safe, you guys. There's a virus going on. Baby girl has not yet arrived, and she is due any day. It should be like today or tomorrow. We're just on standby. I had a minute to run in here to the office to kind of just work on some other stuff, but you know, I feel really bad if I don't get a video out for you guys. So I'm looking at this going, it's Oxford block time. I have a quick minute to review this. Let's just look right into these two. We're gonna look at two of them today, just for you, all right? But thank you so much for hanging in there, for subscribing. You know what, I gotta take off this mask, man. I can smell my own breath on this thing, and it smells nasty. So I'm gonna take that off, and yeah, I think I got the sniffles too. That's not good. So as you can see, it's a very good timing. My baby daughter's about to arrive. Coronavirus is out there. I'm feeling a little congested. It's not good. So I'm gonna go home, but let's just look at this. First of all, this is Oxford block. You know how much I love Oxford block. They never went away. We sell as much as we can. And just so you know, sometimes they get discontinued or the prices will change on us without us knowing because they're exclusive. Some of the sets are. So this is Oxford block's part of their Heritage of Korea series. Gyeonghoeru Pavilion. They don't say that on the box because it's probably too hard to say. It's just easier to show the picture. KH3363, no idea how many pieces. Ages 8 to 14 years old. And I made a mistake saying that this was actually Gyeongbok Palace, but this is actually part of one of the palaces that belongs in that location, which we'll read about in a second. So look at this. This is the booklet for it. As usual, I stopped showing you guys the back here because it says, download the instructions here. I know you all want instructions so badly. You know, maybe one day I'll just take a photo of them and put them online for you, or, you know, just let me know which ones you want to see, and I'll let you see the manual. But they do have some pieces that are exclusive or like built just for their set. So just so you know, you might not get close enough with the colors. But there's the book. It goes up, down. Very nice book indeed. And this is pretty cool. Let's just look at this thing. Start in the front there. There's 3 minifigures with this set. I guess this could be considered like an architecture more than a play set, but it is really durable. It's sturdy. So I'm gonna take the figures out first if I can find them there. I like that it's kind of set on this blue base plate tile, so it is like water surrounding it. I kind of wish I had water tiles to put there too, but you know, me and water tiles, you know, I love those transparent tiles, but it is not on one plate, it is on multiple plates, so you do have to be a little bit careful when you're carrying this thing around. It's on 4 plates right there. We'll do dimensions later. And just be careful when you're carrying this thing. You don't want to like grab it on one side. It's gonna pop off, I'm pretty sure. But okay, this should be a pretty quick review because it's kind of the same on all 4 sides. We'll start here with the little duckies. The ducks are so cute. Look at them. You can put them wherever you want. They're ducks, right? Swans, maybe they're swans. So you got the railing here, which is actually pretty interesting because they actually have these pieces here. I'll try to pull one off and show you on this camera there. Here's one of the railings. So the original set comes with these, and if you can see where the little holes are, there's a little plastic line in some of them. So they replaced it with these ones. They don't tell you these things, you know? Like, why did they give me extra ones? And I realized, oh, that's because the little circles had to fit into the little holes of these pieces right here. That in focus. And if you have the little plastic there, it won't fit. So just so you know, they do replace it. And I think I had 2 studs, 1 by 1 little studs missing, which is replaceable. So you'll see that in a second. But very easy and simple to build. And on the bottom there, that's one of the things I was talking about. These bricks, I don't think Lego makes these kind of bricks. So, you know, you can probably just use your regular 1x4 gray bricks to replace those. And these are nice little lily pads here on the corners. Are they printed? I need to check again. Yes, they're printed lily pads. How about that? So there's only 2 sides that kind of open up. There's this one with a staircase. I guess you have to swim to go in there. And then the back side, they kind of left open here. I thought that was a mistake, but apparently they just said, we'll just leave it open. So it would have been nice to have closed it off, or maybe I'm missing those pieces. I don't think so. I looked at the manual. It showed it was missing too. Or that's just, you know, the emergency back exit. I don't like my husband. Jump, go. On this side, that is a printed sign, by the way. I'm guessing that's the name of this place. But there you go, that's a sign. No stickers on the set, thank goodness. But There are a couple pieces like these that like the decorations that might pop off on you from time to time just because they're not held in place. And over here was a mistake I was telling you about. I was missing a couple 1x1 studs there. That's an easy find. All my spares are like boxed away, so I'll look for those later. All right, so looking on the inside right away, I can tell you, it is empty. So are you disappointed? You shouldn't be, because as I mentioned, these are part of like an architecture set. These aren't really like meant to have an interior, purely a display piece. So that's why it's like kind of buried on the inside. But they do have 2 staircases that goes up to the 2nd floor. And yes, this can split apart. This is like a modular. So I guess you could make it bigger, mock it and double it up. But you had to spend a lot of money because Oxford block is not cheap. I'm sorry, man. I can't help you with that. I gotta flip this up here. There is something there. It's really small. And I'll explain that to you. I'm gonna read it along with you. We'll learn a little bit of history lesson with this set, as usual. It's like a bedroom. I guess that's where the magic happens. There are doors on all 4 sides. They do open up. I'll try to open this sucker up here. Well, if you're into being a minimalist, there you go. There's nothing in there. It's just a bed, a table, and a lamp, I'm guessing. Very simple stuff. Looks more like a massage parlor. Makes me want to get a massage now. You're probably thinking to yourself, I could furnish this thing, Scotty. You sure can, but I think the original was kind of like this too. There's not much on the inside of the original palace, right? I could be totally wrong. That is the 2nd floor. As I mentioned before, it is pretty sturdy, simple build. I really like the size of this. I think that's good. And we come to the rooftop here, which again is actually good, sturdy. No problems, no issues. And it does kind of open up and go like this. Open up on this side. If I can't remember, I did the unboxing for this before, but they did kind of advertise, oh, the rooftop can open up, but I don't know why you'd want to open it up. I guess you can go like that and be like, yo, check it out. It's higher now. Or you open one side like that. Does the original palace open up like that? No, well, this one does. They could have made like a little attic there, you know, put like a cat or a mouse inside, or you can do something to it. Or is that where the mistress hides? She hides in the rooftop. Oh, why am I making up all these weird stories? But anyway, super solid rooftop, fun to build, no issues. It's pretty tight in there. It's a pretty simple set, you guys. So put this back on. Oh yeah, so I gotta mention here, there's no like marking to tell you where to mount or how to mount this rooftop on. So you might be like slightly off center. It'll be like, does it go here? Does it stick out there? Is it in? There. Now it's in. There you go. Not bad, right? Do I have to do a drop test on this? I can. I don't think it'll fall apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 5. 5. Oh, the lily pad fell off. I think that kind of fixed the set. Oh, that was a rooftop. I thought that was a lily pad. But that's actually one piece here, which has now been fixed. So as you saw earlier, the set does have 3 minifigures. They actually look pretty cool. Let's look at them. We'll look at this guy first. Maybe one of you Korean guys can actually help me out to figure out who these guys are, because they're not mentioned at all. But I like this guy in red. Now they do use this material that is a little bit thick. I kind of just wish they had printed on their bodies, but the material is good, but it just looks kind of bulky. It's like those capes that you put on the other minifigures. Can't complain, except I just wish it was printed. Nice face. He looks like the boss. I like his hat though. That thing is actually pretty cool. It's a crown. I'm not sure, but that is very different and unique. Again, these guys are skin tone color, so they are separated from the rest. Okay, we got this guy in blue. Same deal. He's wearing this paper, and you can see I kind of like tore it. I mean, it's kind of durable, but you got to be careful when you're moving it, their arms. It might tear that material, that fabric that they use. It's like a cardboard piece, I'm not quite sure. And he's got some printing there on the front, and I like his face, I like his beard. Interesting looking hat, that's what you call it. That is a traditional hat, right? I always see that like a lot of the Oxford block old school sets. And you got this lady, queen? That's cool how they put the gold stud on her, on the top of her hat. I like that. Again, though, they're using that fabric piece to go over her whole body. Not quite sure if I really like that or not. It's better than a sticker, for sure. But still, yeah, I guess it's kind of nice. It's different for a change. I still would have preferred it to be printing. But there she is. She looks just fine and happy. So there you go. It does have figures for this set. All right, it is history lesson time. Sit back, relax, enjoy some shots of the set. Let's learn about this palace so that you don't have to go to school about it. I'll just tell it to you. I'll just read it off my phone from Google. Actually, this is from korea.net, which is probably the most reliable place to look up this information. All right, so this is the Gyeonghoeru Pavilion at Gyeongbokgung Palace. The pavilion, the biggest pavilion in Korea, is a two-storied wooden structure built over a pond west of Gyeongbokgung Hall, the king's living quarters. During Joseon dynasty times, the king used it as a venue for feast. In honor of visiting foreign dignitaries and for court officials. In times of drought, the palace would hold ritual ceremonies there to ask heavens for rain. I'm sure it's not only just rain, knowing that there's a bedroom on the second floor. From the second floor of the pavilion, you can take in the palace scenery at a glance. To the east, you can see the maze-like Gyeonghoeru roof tiles that make up the architecture of Gyeongbokgung Palace. And to the west, you can admire the looming presence of Inwangsang Mountain. It is not every day that you get a chance to appreciate these views though, as the pavilion is usually closed as means to protect and preserve this national treasure. So there is a tour that is still available if you decide to go visit this place. Go to the royalpalace.ko.kr and book your reservation to go see the palace, and then you buy the set and you build it and you say, I was there. And by the way, this article was written by Lee Hannah, staff writer. Credit to her for writing that out, so I don't have to write it out for you. So there you guys go. That's the Gyeonghoeru Pavilion. Wait, what's it called? Gyeonghoeru Pavilion. Let's look at the next palace, because it's also part of this whole thing, right? So there you guys go. First one, available on BringMeUpScottie.com. Let's look at the next one. So this is Oxford Blocks, part of the Heritage of Korea series again. Sungnyemun Gate, KH3365, no idea how many pieces again. Ages 8 to 16 years old. This booklet does not go up and down, it goes left to right, like normal. Pretty easy to follow. I think it's 2 books, there's one here, I don't know where the other one is. It's somewhere in this office, lost. But look at this thing. So again, this is part of the architecture series. It's collecting a little bit of dust. Sorry, I didn't have time to clean it. Man, it is a solid piece of brick though, for sure. Sorry to keep you guys waiting on this for a while, but here it is. This is it. We'll start on the front there. You have this nice little lawn. I'm guessing those black things are lights. Are they lights? Spotlights? I think they're spotlights. I like it. I think this thing is actually really beautiful. It's a great architecture set. If you're into architecture series, I have so many Lego architectures I still have not reviewed. I absolutely am falling in love with building them because they have the unique way of being built than your traditional, and I'm saying everything is traditional. They're just really fun to build because they're using different techniques than you would normally see in regular Lego sets. So this is not on a 32 by 32 base plate. You can see it's on several small plates there. Now what's funny is the doors can open, but they cannot close all the way. I don't know why they did it like that. Like, I can't put this door closed and then, yeah, you see? It's not gonna close, man. They made it too tight. There's a little hallway inside. So if I open the doors here, you can see there was not enough room to close them tight. So if you wanted to close the doors, or if you have OCD and you're like, no, Scottie, you gotta close the doors. Why you gotta leave them open like that? I'm sorry, man. It has to stay like that, or just crack them open a little bit. So it looks like it has a little bit of life to it. But I like how they offset the bricks here, the light and dark bricks. And I like the sides here, where it has this kind of a rigid look to it with the green and the gray. I think it's really cool. And even the back here, I keep swinging this thing and it vibrates when I roll it. Look at that. You like that sound? I'm not quite sure what these are. These are like little ledge pieces. They're lodged in there, but at least it has a little bit of decoration. Again, the whole look of the offset piece. It looks like Tetris right there. Anyone for a game of Tetris? Yeah, they do look like Tetris blocks though, huh? Except this piece. This one does. I hate this piece. That's like the worst Tetris piece to get. Now we come to the upper floor. You just saw it fell down earlier. There's nothing on the inside. Yeah, you got to be careful when you're tilting this thing. I can just try to pull this whole thing up. Why not? There, nothing there. Is it to minifigure scale? Not really. If I put the minifigure there, oh, I mean it goes in here, But I don't know, the gate part, like, are visitors supposed to be able to go to this upper floor? I'm not even sure. Will they be able to fit onto here? Yeah, the scaling doesn't, kind of goes smaller as it goes up. You can see here on the side, there's an entrance there. I think that's an entrance, I'm not even sure. But it suddenly just goes to microfigure scale up there. I really like the colors on the pieces that are holding the set together, the little blue and orange and green, but I had to kind of like look underneath and up. Well, that was actually pretty cool. And again, very simple to build the top. There's a lot of support there, as you can see on the inside. More hidden colors, the blue. I'm gonna open it like a cake. There, I'm not even supposed to be doing this, but just so you guys know. Could I have done more with it? Well, that's the thing, man. It's supposed to be an architecture set. You're not supposed to like really open it up and... I can't even close it now. And play with it, there we go. At least I managed to close it. That is one good thing. So this thing is actually pretty sturdy. It's just not supposed to come off on this part. Put this back on here. Close this up. Not much else to talk about, except history lesson time. Let's learn about this, and we'll come right back. So grab a drink, and let's look at some beautiful shots. Sungnyemun Gate is Korea's national treasure #1, and its unofficial name is Sungnyemun Gate. Sungnyemun Gate is the largest castle gate stone structure with an arched entrance in the middle. There's a column on top of a platform raising the roof, distinguishing the upper stories and the lower stories of the building. Passageway for traffic are located at the east and west ends of the gate. Different from other gates, Sungnyemun Gate's tablet has its name written vertically. Speaking of written vertically, there it is, the print. Oh no, on February 10, 2008, Sungnyemun was destroyed by fire. Oh, that's sad to hear. After a 5-year reconstruction work, the gate was reopened to the public again as of May 4, 2013. That was a couple years ago. There's no more info? I need more info about this gate. Well, that was really short. I'm sure you can watch more videos on YouTube about this gate. And speaking of, I think Psy from Gangnam Style actually shot around this gate for one of his music videos about Korea. So you can see what it looks like in comparison with this, right? All right, you guys, it is dimension times. I can explain this, trust me. I couldn't find my 1x4 bricks. I used the 2x4s. Brick me up, Scottie bricks. So we're gonna measure these in height and dimensions and all that good stuff. Let's start with a pavilion. All right, as you know, this is bigger than a 32x32 base plate. It is actually a 40x40. So I guess the next best thing to do if you wanted to keep it on one plate is to use a 48x48, which is super huge. But there you guys go. Just so you know, 40 on length and width. Let's check the height. How you like them bricks? Okay, I'm just gonna stack it right around here. Just so you know, oh, it's like almost there. That is around 22 bricks in height. Let's check the gate. So just like the pavilion, the gate is kind of a unique size. It's not a 32x32. You can see there's actually much longer there. That is actually 50 studs by length. And it kind of protrudes out on their plate here. So just so you know, it's gonna be starting from like there. Yeah, that's gonna be double. It's gonna be really odd trying to put that onto a base plate. But the width itself, I rotate it here like this, right there. Put the plate here, is that in focus? Maybe not, you'll put it there, there we go. You're looking at about 21 studs in width. So here are my 2x4 bricks again. Look at it, those colors are so pretty, yeah? They come up here, and it's a little bit higher than the pavilion. That is 25 bricks in height. Actually, it might be just like a little bit more, not quite there, but you get the idea. Yeah, they're gonna be fit for your architecture sets, for your Ninjago city. Probably not, still very cool. All right, back to the video. Whoops. Oh, the brick stuck. Okay, we'll slide these guys back out. So yeah, there you go for like comparison size. They're pretty big for architecture sizes, and they are gonna be bigger than like fitting onto a normal 32x32. If you're into architecture and you want something bigger, these are great. And they are available on brickmeupscottie.com. And there's one more that's part of the heritage of Korea. Actually, I think there might be a couple more, but I'll review those next at some point. I gotta get back home. So thank you for hanging in there. Thank you all you new subscribers. Don't forget to like, comment, and ring that notification bell. And I will be back at some point. All right, until next time, you guys. Pick me up! The sun's coming out, it's getting bright again. Go away, sun. I don't need you right now. You're ruining my shot. You guys go back on your other set. Here, go over there. Stay over there. You stay on that set there. Oh, what's wrong with my information? I gotta do this all over again. Look, I suck at talking in my own language, so you can laugh at me talking like a Korean. Am I missing one on the back? What happened? I feel like I'm missing something, guys. What a mess I am today. Fly, rooftop, fly. I know you can fly. Ooh.